Going live.
You can start, love.
We're live.
You're good. Hey, come on, sweetie. Zoe's gonna do his video, okay? Let's go cuddle, watch a movie. Plus, people will take time to jump on.
Hi, everybody. We're live.
Oh, man.
Come hang out with us. Hi, Kara. Hi, Sierra. Hello, Eric. Hi, Susan. Thanks for coming. If my head looks all shiny, it's because it's 1 million degrees in Utah. Even with the AC right now, it's like crazy here. Okay. Because people can tune in pretty much at any time, and I found a way, thanks to Brinley, to save these and upload them. Hi. So I found a way to save these videos and upload them to our Vibe Bottle YouTube channel. So if you tune in a little late, it's no big deal. Just you can check it out on YouTube. Hello, Brian. Okay, so we're just chilling in my room right now. This is Brinley's side of the room, by the way. She gets the Flower of Life, and I get the Metatron over there. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this post today is to answer some frequently asked questions. But also to do like kind of a educational, hi everybody, to do like an educational rundown kind of the chronology of Vibe Bottle. So I've heard a couple people ask me if, if these are stickers. And there's a rumor going around that these are stickers. Hi, Heidi. And that makes total sense because we started off, maybe you guys, if you've been to Lotus or you've been to Dancing Cranes or Sacred Energy Center or Water and Wellness, you'll probably recognize these. These are Soulworks decals. And when we first started off, so 3-4 years ago, we were selling decals, and what these are, if you're not familiar, put this guy down, if you're not familiar with how a decal works, it's different from a sticker because a sticker is like printed, like on a big piece of plastic. Oh, that's a lot of wows and happies. Hi, guys. And I love you. Thanks, Heidi. So see how this is how they differ. See, you can see through them. They're not printed, they're cut. So we have a vinyl cutter, and we had to cut, so it cuts these out of these big sheets of vinyl, and I have to do all the graphic design. So every single symbol you've ever seen, including these ones, I've had to trace or remaster with a mouse, and then we run it through our vinyl cutter, and all those pieces in the middle, they're still there on the piece of material when they come out of the machine. And so with an X-Acto blade, you have to pick every single shape out. It's called weeding. It's like to weed out, right? To weed out what you don't need. So, so this guy right here, that has over 150 shapes in it that have to be pulled out individually, if you could imagine. And if you've ever been to Dancing Cranes or Lotus or Water and Wellness, any of the stores, you'll notice that we have like sometimes hundreds of these up on the shelves. And yes, each and every one of them has to be hand-picked. Love you, Anna. Hi. Hi, everybody. Oh, so much love. You guys are incredible. Thank you. You're so sweet. So these guys are our favorite because not only is the Om a powerful and sacred symbol, but it's really easy to make because we only have to pull one shape out of the middle. So the way we used to make our bottles is we used to cut these decals and apply them to the glass like so. And so if you are using or buying any decals and applying them to things, make sure your surface is clean and use a lot of heat and a lot of pressure because that activates the adhesive. The adhesive is heat sensitive. So once the sticker is applied, it will last on the outside of a car for up to 3 years. But if it's below 60 or 70 degrees, it won't even stick. So make sure you clean the surface. Use like alcohol or something. You may not want to use Windex because Windex has ammonia in it, and ammonia attacks vinyl. We found that out the hard way. I'll actually talk about that. It's part of our history lesson today. So, ta-da! It's not beautiful. And of course it's backwards because this is a Facebook Live. Oh, I love you. Hi, Tracy. Oh, hi, Allie. You're awesome. Love you guys. Okay, so that would make sense why people think Soulworks or Vibe bottles are made from decals. So let me give you the breakdown, okay? So my background is I have about 20 years of experience in design, logos. I used to own a t-shirt company, but I also have a background in healing. I'm a Reiki master, and I've been practicing shamanism since I was about 15 years old. And of course, everything else that's fun and great, like Buddhism and Taoism and positive affirmations and the 4 agreements, right? And all those things are amazing for altering your state of consciousness into a positive space. So where this kind of became a perfect fit for me was when I actually learned that I could combine the two, my design, like my everyday job, graphic designer skills, with like my healing weirdo hippie side, right? So we started off by making Soulworks decals, and they just exploded. So you can go to probably 11 different states and 20 different stores, and Soulworks decals are all over the place. And Brinley and I, small family business, we're just trying to promote our business. So we started applying decals to bottles to show off the decals. And she worked at Young Living at the time. And Young Living attracts a lot of people that are, into geometry and symbols and yoga and stuff like that, right? I don't know if you can see this. Maybe I'll get some better lighting. Sorry, folks. Okay. Oh. Okay. So let's look at this guy right here. Let's switch this up real quick. Okay. So this is what you call a first generation bottle. Okay. So this is, Brinley was just innocently bringing these to work because she wanted to, well, A, needed water at work, and B, because she worked at a call center all day, so she needed to drink a lot of water. So I was designing all these bottles back at home, and her and I were sticking all these decals on them, and so we're thinking, oh yeah, people are going to love our stickers, so, they're going to come up and ask Brinley to buy stickers. They came up and asked, how much was your water bottle? And we just died laughing. We're like, we don't make water bottles. What are you talking about? We make stickers. They're like, yeah. Anyway, so about that bottle, and lo and behold, Brinley just started selling bottles to her coworkers at Young Living. And that was it. That was basically it. It wasn't like some mastermind marketing thing cooked up in a lab. It was literally an accident. That's the story behind Vibe Bottle. And then, of course, we love Facebook, so we got on Facebook. Hiram wants another one. Honey, listen to Tracy. So, so this was an accident. That's how Vibe Bottle was born. And once we threw them on Facebook, everybody loved them, and they were asking for custom bottles. And so we just started making all these different bottles, right? So we literally, within 3 or 4 weeks, we were making hundreds of these in our basement. And up until 3, 4 in the morning, making bottle after bottle, getting them out there. And then, of course, we already had connections with the stores through Soulworks. So we just called all of our friends that owned all the stores and said, hey, guys, could you mind if we put some bottles in your stores to see how they go? And a couple years later, here we are. We're in 30 stores and shipping to Hong Kong and soon Australia, things like that. But there was some trial and error in this, actually, what a lot of people don't know. So we had never really designed these to be, durable. This was just sort of pretty, and Obviously, you know, if you study Masaru Emoto, look up messages in water on YouTube, and it'll show you how water responds to different frequencies, words and symbols, right? So, we realized once we realized we actually had a real concept that was working, we started to invest some time and energy into making it a better quality product. So our first true generation were just stickers. But then, as you can see, there's kind of this weird haze on here because this is an old bottle. This is like my OG VB. This is the original gangster vibe bottle right here. So I took this thing hiking and threw it around my car and all sorts of stuff. And so, you know, it withstood some of the abuse, but it wasn't perfect. And we noticed that as you would take the bottle in and out of the bag, it would chip the edges. So I had to experiment with all kinds of laminates, and some of them were like epoxies and lacquers, and it literally took me like 6 months. This is the funniest story though. By the time I found I found this thing, it was like a UV coating. And so the problem that we had was it was either really strong and it looked like poo, or it looked really pretty and it wasn't strong, or it was both strong and pretty, but it took like a week to cure. So I finally found something that was strong, pretty, and could cure in an hour. And lo and behold, like the next day, we found a company that could screen print them. So it's like one of those things where you find the key and the door opens on its own, you know? So, oh, thank you guys for tuning in. Who do we got here? Hi, Tiff. Hi, Tammy. What's up, John Gurr? Look at this. We got like a family reunion going on. So this is the second generation bottle. And this revolutionized our company because we were no longer having to hand make each and every bottle. And we could actually start talking to larger stores and they could start placing bigger orders. And I remember when Brinley and I'm going to show you guys some of our designs from last year. But so a typical box of bottles comes in a 6-pack, right? That's right. Everybody has a 6-pack of bottles just laying in their bedroom, right? That's totally normal. And so we started ordering like 18, 24 at a time, and we were like starting to get scared. We're like, oh my gosh, how are we going to get rid of 24 bottles? And it's funny because now it's like if we don't order 100, if you think about the math, you know, if you're in 30 stores, 100 bottles, that's only like 3 bottles a store. And some stores buy a dozen or 2 dozen at a time. So, but at the time, this was a stretch for us, and I think this is a good lesson in comfort zones, right? So here we were stretching outside of our comfort zone week after week, being like, okay, well, now we're going to invest in 50 bottles, and now we're going to invest in 100. And so what revolutionized our company was being able to source these locally, and so still keep it within the ethical practice, but be able to meet demand. So the issue was they didn't tell us that these aren't scratch proof. They told us they were dishwasher safe. They didn't say they weren't scratch proof. So unfortunately, I wonder if I have anything hard and scratchy. Let's see, what do I got here? I got some crystals. I got no battery. Here we go. I got a crystal bag. Okay, so unfortunately, what we found out a very hard way is that they scratch. How sad is that? That is devastating to me. I'll tell you, from an artist's point of view, to put all this time and effort and positive intention and magic into something that isn't strong is heartbreaking. And furthermore, as a business owner, to know that you're putting out product that doesn't meet your standards is it's heartbreaking, right? So we had to go back to the drawing board and basically look for some other companies to help us. And there's really only a few companies that even on the West Coast that even print on glass. So lots can screen print on flat, but it takes a special machine to print on round glass. And in order to cure it, now these used to cure at about 300 degrees, right? You think that's sufficient, right? I did too. Well, when we found the company we're with now, we turned to a family-owned company that's been doing this for about 100 years, and this is a ceramic ink, and this is cured at 1300 degrees for 1 hour. That is incredible. And the reason why that's important is because at 1300 degrees, hi Crystal, what's up John in Vegas? Oh, you guys are awesome. Kendra, what's up? So the reason why that's important is that around 1300 degrees is when the glass begins to actually liquefy. And the ceramic ink, it's literally a ceramic, like what you make bowls out of, right? And so what happens is the molecules actually bond. So all of these positive words and intention and art and these sacred symbols are actually a part of the glass now. They are one with the glass. They're one and the same, and they're scratch proof. So same test. See? Right? So, because it's as strong as the glass. That's what's so amazing. Sorry, Crystal. Good job, Crystal. So, that was satisfactory after all the time and effort. And this literally was about a 2-year process. And so, the other thing we learned is that there's this thing called annealing, which means that after you have to let glass cool at a certain rate. Okay? There's our vibe bottle. You have to let it cool at a certain rate, and when you do, what happens is the atoms in the glass actually realign, and then the glass is stronger than before it was decorated. It's incredible to me. So what I love about this is that whether I wanted to become a scientist or not, I had to. We had to go through the scientific method of trial and error to make these work. And we can do this all here in the U.S. That's the most amazing part, is that our glass is made in Arkansas, and then we print these in Salt Lake. And then, of course, we design them right here at Vibe Bottle. So there's the histories, right? So you got first generation. Whoop. This one's like goes on my mantle. Second generation, sad face. Thanks for coming out, guys. Third generation, what? Okay. Now this opened up some doors for us, because now we were confident that no matter what we put out there, people were going to be happy, and so were we. So, what do we got here? I got some treats. All right. So, what some people don't know is that I treat myself. My gift to myself is, hi Brandy. So my gift to myself is I give myself one of every bottle we ever make. I need to get some better contrast here. Sorry guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. So this right here, this guy right here, it's kind of hard to see because I have a scroll in there. So this is called the Eye of Inspiration, and this is a velvet ink. So this was actually a special edition that we came out with. And this baby right here is actually my own creation. Everything else that we use is sacred and ancient. You go all over the world and you'll see the flower of life. Look it up on Google. Look it up on YouTube. The flower of life is literally everywhere. It's found in China. It's found in Turkey. It's found in England. It's all over the place. So that's why they're so like powerful, right? So this was my own inspiration. For me, is one of the most powerful energies on earth. Inspiration is like, for mankind, that's the juice, right? That's the stuff we inherit from Creator right there, is inspiration. That's why the eye is looking upwards like that. Okay, so that's one. So these are sold out, but I have this last one left. And that's my present to myself. What else we got here? Okay, so this is a very popular bottle. Now this is the Hamsa. Let me get this better shot of this. This baby right here is called the Hamsa. I'm going to flip this around. Okay. And that is a symbol of protection. And so is this symbol on the side right here. That's my own symbol that I created for protection. And up here you got a cool little star tetrahedron. And so this is the Hamsa Light Protection bottle. Right there. Courage, power, direction. How sweet is that? Courage, power, reflection. So that's the Hamsa. And that is a protective symbol, like basically when you're talking about how like light scares away vampires, that's what the Hamsa does. Alright, what do we got here now? Okay. Now this is really rare right here. These babies, we only made a very small run of these last year. And they basically went out the door within a day or two. I love you too, Anna. Love you, Tana. Oh, see? And Anna's up here. So, Tana, she was wondering what the Hamsa meant. And so, now you know. Alright. So, this baby right here. Now, blue glass itself actually has healing properties of its own. Look up blue glass. Look at... there's a company called Blue Bottle Love. And then there's Joe Vitale, the guy from The Secret. He actually has his own brand. So we're not the only people in the world. And I'm not like about competition. I'm not out here to like dog other people and be like, no, don't buy their bottles. Because guess what? There's 7 billion people on the planet. We all need water. There's plenty of glass to go around. So I'm not afraid to promote other companies. And anybody who's down with healing, it's like our motto is world peace is a team sport. So no competition, just collaboration. If you do happen to like this bottle, nobody else makes them. So, you know, we just try to make things that are unique, that people love. Yeah, oh no, Anna, you missed them? Shoot, honey. What about werewolves, Tana? Well, I actually sell colloidal silver honey. Okay, so this guy, so we called this one actually has a name. So here's another evolution, just so you can kind of get a gist of how things used to go. So when we first started, they were all like just guided inspiration, right? And then it occurred to me that, you know, if a crystal has an intention, it has a role, and an essential oil has an intention or a role, has a certain frequency, then why don't each of our bottles? So that's why there's a theme now. That's why there's, you know, an inspiration bottle. That's why there's a protection bottle, right? That's why this one you're looking at is called the Creator Manifester bottle, because the flower of life represents the divine feminine, and the Metatron's cube represents the divine masculine. So why would, you know, and how do you know that? It's because these are all circles. These are all curved lines, which represents the feminine. And these are all straight lines, which represents the masculine. And so you might ask, well, what do you mean? What about these circles? Well, these circles are just borrowed from the flower of life. And once you connect all of these intersections in the middle, if you draw straight lines from all of these axis points, that's how the Metatron's cube is born. So that kind of answers the chicken or the egg. Actually, the flower of life came first. Metatron's cube came second. And from the Metatron's cube come the platonic solids, which comes the physical reality. So you could, to put it in simpler terms, this is basically dreams and inspiration. And this is like, you know, go do it. This is action. You see? So if you want to create something, you can't just be all about action. You can't just be all about intention. You have to have intention with guided action. Boom, you got manifestation. So that's a fun lesson. Now this baby right here, what's really funny is we almost didn't release this into the wild, this here love bottle. The love bottle, the reason why we released this was because not every single person out there is a super advanced sacred geometry buff expert. You know, and we wanted to make something entry level and universal, and you know, it still has the hexagon in it, which is where all of the platonic solids fit within a hexagon. But this is like, everybody should have this. Everybody should drink water and love themselves every day. Imagine what would happen to the world if we did those two really simple things. Remember to drink water, remember to love ourselves. That is a very simple affirmation, and it really can change your life. And we don't just these aren't just vessels to drink water out of. These are like messages. You know, you've heard about a message in a bottle. Well, this is a message on a bottle. That's what we do. We hide all of our secret little hippie intentions in our bottles. That's what we do. I might even tell you a joke about it in a little bit. Let's see, what else? What other treats do we have in here? Okay, so this is a 2nd gen bottle right here. This guy. This guy's no joke either, right? So this is a 2nd generation. And this actually, see, this one has the elements of creation. These are the platonic solids. I was literally just talking about this, like 2 seconds ago. These are the platonic solids. So what are they? The platonic solids, this is right here. This is the icosahedron. This is the cube or hexahedron. This is the, oh wait, did I get that right? Let's see, dodecahedron, icosa, tetra, yeah, octahedron, tetrahedron, icosahedron, hexahedron, or cube, complicated way to say cube, and the dodecahedron. And this represents space. That's what this is. And so these represent elements. So this is earth, this is water, that is air, this is fire, and this is ether, which is also known as prana or tachyon energy. And of course space, you know, they all have to exist somewhere. So what's crazy is if you overlay all of these, they will actually create this symbol, the Metatron's cube in the middle. And then of course we got these guys, little Merkabas, just for fun. And oh, and here's another evolution. Look at this. Check this out. So this is, we used to hand make these tags. Look, that's our original logo, which we took out the bottle, and we just have the seed of life now. These tags, we used to print them on our printers and cut them by hand, obviously. You can tell by the awesome craftsmanship. This is great. This is pretty much like a history lesson for me right now, because I haven't seen any of these bottles in months or years. The words of love. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Now this is, unfortunately, this is a 2nd generation bottle too, but the good news is we can re-release some of these in the 3rd generation ink. So we can have all this loving intention, but we can have the quality too of the new legitness. Look at that. You know what these all have in common? Peace is a type of love. Joy is a type of love. So is truth. So is happiness. So is soul and acceptance. So is inspiration. Hope is a type of love. Kindness is a type of love. Courage is a type of love. Creativity is a type of love. How much fun is that? Oh my goodness. Alright, what else we got in here? We got another love bottle. Oh, look, another 1st generation. But this guy, see, this is why we had to change our technology, because look, damn it, yo. You're a trooper and you've served your country well. Oh, that is the seed of Merkaba. So this was kind of awesome. I actually realized that if you overlap a Merkaba with the seed of life, that they match up perfectly. So we actually created, I hope we have a World Magic bottle in here somewhere, because we actually created one like that. What else we got here? Alright, and then of course, now, and then here's the, this guy right here. That's the seed of life. I love that. It just has all the positive words in there too. Haha, Tracy. So Tracy used to help us weed our stickers. So when we were making the 1st generation, she used to help. She used to work and we'd stickers like at the call center. Like basically this company was born in people's basements. That's the funniest thing. You never think a store or something made in somebody's basement ends up in like 20 stores, 30 stores around the world, you know? There's the love bottle. We've got a Hamsa. We've got a Metatron. Okay. All right. So, moving forward. Ta-da. These guys. Okay. So then we listened to our people and they said, you know, I'm not a big, strong man. I'm not going to walk around, you know, all day with like this 64-ounce bottle of water, right? So we created jars. How sweet are these? And these have been very well received. And what's cool is that the jars never saw like the second generation. They were actually born into the third. Yes, it was good therapy, Tracy. And so these are great because they have a nice big open. Can you hear me? Hello? They have a nice big opening. So these you can like put fruit in. Glass doesn't respond badly to essential oils or anything. They're really easy to clean, and these can actually fit in your pocket. And water, of course, is what they're intended for. But I've seen people put iced coffee or pre-workout or something like that. And I'll actually use these in tandem with my my big guy. And then my big guy I can bring to the gym, you know, and I'll have this as like my water station. And this guy I can take with me to the different machines because it fits right in the cup holder. So what else we got here? We got Hamsa. Oh, this guy's no joke. I need like a darker background. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Here we go. This is my meditation pillow. So this right here, that is the Metatron's Cube in velvet. And that guy is really pretty. And so that was something that we graduated to as well. What else we got? Okay. Boom. Gotta love this guy. The lotus flower. And namaste. The lotus is something that it's born in darkness. And it grows up to the surface of the water, which is, it comes up to the light. And then it becomes the most beautiful flower known to man. And the mud and the muck and everything just comes right off. And that's a beautiful story. Because a lot of people have, you know, sordid pasts or painful memories and stuff. And they've come from tough places and tough times. And then they become these amazing, beautiful people that they are today. And the lotus is a very good representation of that. So that's why we chose that design. Of course, now we got this guy. We got the portable version of the love. Gotta have the love. Oh, yeah. This guy. Oh, my goodness. So if those of you don't know, the Om symbol is literally the Om, right? Tammy. Oh, the Metatron jar. So the jars are 20. Uh-oh, I broke this guy. Sorry, guys. The jars are 20. They range from 18 to 20, depending on the store that you're in. This guy's cool. Look at this. We put the Flower of Life pattern. We call this the Flower of Love. That guy's pretty fresh. Brandy. So Anna, you know what I'm talking about, honey. You know what I'm talking about, the lotus flower. The lotus flower comes up from the muck and the darkness and blossoms into a beautiful, beautiful creature, right? Beautiful being. Oh, there we go. You guys are so great. I'm just like shooting film in my room. It's funny. Okay, and then this one's a little easier because this guy, he's printed in white instead of velvet. So that you can see is very, very detailed. And these have been very good sellers. We've actually, so every one of these, the reason why we have so many is that we literally, we print 100 and then they're gone. We let them, that's it. We move on to the next design. So if something's really popular, people ask for it, you know, of course we're going to listen to our people and we do the best we can to serve everybody. But for the most part, as an artist, I challenge myself to continue to come out with new designs and new intentions and things of that nature. All right. So the only thing that we're missing, one sec, baby, honey. I'm gonna have to go into our kitchen because we're missing one part of the family. So you've met the big daddy bottle and you've met the kitty bottle. Okay, you got to meet the mama. Of course, we have a few that live right here at home with us. Anna, you're so sweet. I want to team up with Anna. Does everybody know about Anna Sierra? She throws the best events in the world. Okay, so here it is. So we did half-gallon bottles for a very long time. We came out with jars about a year ago, and about, I'd say, a month ago, no, 2 months ago, no, April of this year, we came out with the steel cap. And this guy, where's the, do we have the alignment bottle in here, honey? Oh my goodness, I bet it's down in my car. Anyway, so this was our answer. There was a lot of people that were asking for something that was just a little bit bigger and a little more, I guess, elegant than the jar. So this is the mama bottle. So we got the big guy, which is the 64. We got the little guy, right? We got the baby, which is the jar, and then we got this lady right here, this beautiful lady right here. And so this comes in 3 styles. This comes in the love, the namaste, and now, of course, the alignment, which is on our Kickstarter. So there you have it. 64-ounce jars, blue bottles, and then these. And of course, now we're working on our steel. And I don't have any samples on me, but we will have footage very soon of our new steel bottles, because we have, of course, so many people that are asking us for the steel because of the kids. They have kids, they don't want to break their bottle. And of course, we got the adventurers, you got the rock climbers and the camping buffs out there, and they deserve a steel bottle too. So we're really excited to bring those to light. The Kickstarter, basically, they're very capital intensive, let's put it that way. To make the steel bottles, they're infinitely more expensive than the glass, and so that's one of the purposes of our Kickstarter. The other purpose of our Kickstarter campaign, if you guys haven't seen it, go to Kickstarter.com and click on Buy Bottle or search for Buy Bottle. So we're starting a clean water project, and I'll go live tomorrow at 8:45 with Water Wellness Center. And so we're actually going to go pick up the water. So for every bottle that we're selling, Water and Wellness is donating a gallon of water to the local homeless community. And we're teaming up with the Legacy Initiative, and they're going to be giving out food on Saturday, and we're going to be showing up with water and hooking the people up, because everybody deserves clean water, right? So that's our evolution. We started in our basement, and now here we are, just trying to, I guess, become a legitimate company and be able to help our community and feed families and stuff like that. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them. I should probably clean this up, because my honey's going to come back and there are going to be bottles all over our room, and I'll probably get in trouble. It'd be funny. Let's see, anything else that I can think of right now? I guess not, and I don't want to keep you guys up too late. Thank you so much for tuning in. Quick update, we're at 25% funded. We have hit 25%. If we were crossing the Atlantic Ocean, okay, we would have already swam 900 miles. That's how far we've come in 48 hours, thanks to you guys. And we're going to keep you in touch. Oh, Brandy said she just bought, hi Anna. And Brandy, she bought an Ohm sticker. Of course you did, good job. Dancing Cranes, yo, they hold down the block. Carlene, shout out to Carlene. She's really been a big supporter of ours. Thank you guys for supporting Dancing Crane. I got to tag them in this. Oh yeah, so the sponsor. So for the Clean Water Project, anybody who does a co-branded bottle with us becomes an automatic sponsor. So Lotus, Water and Wellness, New Age Wellness Center down American Fork. And of course, Going Beyond Borders. It's a project in Belize. We'll talk about that later on another day. But they're a project down in Belize. They're drilling wells for clean water for people who don't have it. And they teach the locals how to use the equipment so they don't become codependent. They can actually drill their own water. How dope is that? The question we had to ask ourselves is like, are we going to help people in third world countries, or are we going to help people here? And it's like, well, they're both problems, right? Like, we can't just ignore other people, and we can't just go overseas and ignore the problems we have at home. So we're like, yo, let's take this on in two fronts. Now, Kickstarter wouldn't allow us to generate money for the Clean Water Project. So officially speaking, they're two different things, okay? So just to stay in line, Kickstarter is generating money for the steel jars and the steel bottles and the 2017 line. Subsequently, in tandem with that, we will be running the Clean Water Project through the stores and the sponsors separate, right? So we're abiding by the rules, and we're still getting it done. It was our dream to get it done, and in fact, if you guys want to see, go to our YouTube channel and look at the video that got rejected. I actually posted it. It's the video that proposes how we're going to raise money for these nonprofit, this socially responsible program. And because it didn't abide by the rules, and no judgment, but it didn't abide by the rules, so we had to shoot the video, right? We had already announced we were going to launch Kickstarter August 1st. We got rejected. We had to rescript and reshoot the whole video in like 5 days, and then basically propose it as our 2017 launch. So thank you guys for having your faith in us and just donating your time and energy. I know you got other places to be and things to do, but you're spending it with me, and you're sharing our campaign, and it's amazing. It's so cool to see it all come together. So you guys are our family. We're yours. We're here for you. Please ask us if there's anything we can do to serve you or make the campaign better. Like, we're totally open. So this is new for us. We're just learning as we go. Just like the bottles, you just do the best you can. Sometimes just failing is like the best way to learn. So it's not a failure if you learn, right? All right, guys. I love you all. Sleep good. Namaste.